the 2021 CV4 Any Percent Tournament. Today, with our race between inphamousTV, a fellow German runner, and LordFancypus from the US. And this is, in fact, the very last first round match of the tourney, and it will complete the second round lineup. So the winner of this race will be facing off against the last Belmont, who is, of course, a true heavyweight of the CV4 speedruns, and a silent watcher over many CV4 streams. So I'm sure he can't wait to find out who his opponent will be. You can see now here on the left side, we've prepared a small graphic for you to just get some orientation in where we are right now. Like I said, this is the last match of the first round, so we're very much looking forward to completing the second round draw. Now, I was talking about last Belmont. He will be waiting in the second round for the winner of this match. And speaking of CV4 heavyweights, I am very proud to be joined by one of them in here in the commentator's booth. He has helped countless CV4 runners with his invaluable insights and strategies to the game, and is truly a great mentor for the entire community. Good evening, Kenshin Trek. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody. I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. Thanks for those kind words. I feel really honored. So, as you were saying, today we have a very special race ahead of us. We have, from the city of Dusseldorf in Germany, we have inphamousTV. And from Oklahoma City in the US, we have LordFancypus. They are really talented players, and I hope we get to see a really nice display of skill today. So I think that everything is ready, okay? So I am going to tell the players to actually start the countdown, if that's okay with you, Jones.
Yeah, sure. I'm very excited for this match. Let's get those two going.
Okay, I am signaling the players. Okay, the countdown has begun. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Now, this is the last match of the first round, like I said, and we're very much looking forward to this one. Both players are in a very good form, and both players couldn't be any closer to the SRC leaderboards. inphamousTV has an unsubmitted PB of 38.11, and LordFancypus has a PB of 38.13. So they're just 2 seconds apart on their PBs, and this one's going to be a real tough match, a really close race. What do you think, Kenshin?
Yep. If they are so close in the PB, this is going to be a really tight match, and we are going to see them giving their best in order to try to win this game and advance to round 2. In the previous 24 hours, we have seen a couple of races, and they have been amazing. I don't know if you were over there in the middle of the night. There was a race with Tinu, and that race was really good. Let's see how they do here.
Yeah, I was watching Tinu's race on VOD, and oh man, I mean, I think by now pretty much everybody has seen this race, and we were so close to a deathless run, so close, and then at the very, very last minute, Tin suffered a death after the secret stash upon getting to Dracula, and that was so close away from getting a deathless, and now let's hope we can witness one today.
Yep, it would be really nice to see finally a deathless run here in the tournament. So I would like to talk a little about Stage 1. Stage 1 is the first stage of the game. It is pretty much the introductory stage for the game. Here you can see how Simon moves. You can pretty much experiment with the gameplay, and it's not a difficult stage, and we can see that all our players are traversing it without any trouble. Oh no!
Ooh.
Come on! inphamousTV just died in stage 1. Oh, those things happen.
Infamous. Just like you said, not much happens on this stage. inphamousTV took a very early a very painful death to the horse heads here, and he'll be screaming at himself because dying in stage 1 is very much the very least thing you would want to do as a runner, and that is going to cost him because now the cross is gone. He has to rely on the holy water he collected, and well, LordFancypus is now entering the fight against Rodane. Shouldn't give him too much trouble. He's had a good opening pattern, and that's it. First boss is down for LordFancypus. Let's see what inphamousTV can do.
Yeah, as you said, the boss of stage 1, Rodane, it's quite easy, especially if you have the crosses. Now inphamousTV is approaching the boss, and his health is really good, and the fact that he has holy water is also an advantage. The only problem that I see now is the fact that probably inphamousTV is going to suffer some sort of disappointment, or he's going to get some nerves because of that. We don't know how much the fact that he died in stage 1 is going to affect him psychologically for the rest of the game. Yep. Let's see how he does in stage 2.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the nerves are getting to you when you're racing, and everyone who has absolved one race in this tournament already can tell you that those nerves will get to you, and you can be the calmest person in practice doing runs, but as soon as you hit that official tournament race, the nerves are there, and that was pretty much the thing that happened to inphamousTV. He got a very nervy start, and now let's see what he can do about getting the cross back on the beginning of level 2. He has to backtrack a little bit from up above these armadillos, go back to the left to get the cross back, and he opted not for getting the cross. He's now continuing on with the axe. That is interesting.
Yeah, as you said, Jones, here in stage 2 we have two crosses, actually 3. The first cross was in block 2-1, but inphamousTV opted not to go for it. The next cross is here in block 2-2. It's pretty much easier to get it, but I hope that that doesn't cost him that much time, and he can be on track pretty fast. Let's see how LordFancypus fights Medusa. What can you tell us about Medusa, Jones?
Yeah, Medusa is very much not a boss. She's a very, as you could see, a very unremarkable mid-boss, I'd like to say. And she's just a little small stepping stone en route to the next section of the stage, which is the river. And the river has some tricky parts to it, because the river changes flows, and you need to work the changing of these flows into your run. You need to know which boosts you can take to advance in the stage, and to get through it as quickly as you can before the river changes currents.
It was wise from inphamousTV to actually wait and try to throw as many crosses as possible in order to get a 2 multiplier. The fight against Medusa with a 2 multiplier is quite safe. If you didn't have any sub-weapon, the weapon in Medusa fight is actually quite risky, because she could be quite aggressive, and that could mean a lot of damage for you. But inphamousTV already passed it, and he is now going to stage 3, where LordFancypus already is here.
Yeah, and stage 3, the caves, it's the very first occasion of very random encounters with very RNG encounters with those mudmen. And these mudmen, they deal a ton of damage, and when you try to kill them, they will produce massive lags that will slow the game down, and you just want to skip those mudmen, and which LordFancypus did in a quite good fashion here. He's gotten over the stage pretty quickly. So now we are on the lookout what LordFancypus can do regarding the ring glitch on stage 3-2.
Yeah.
Now let's see about that setup. He might be going for it. Yeah, looks like he's going for it, and missed it on the first try. And now he's have to go around. He won't have to fight these enemies because they're glitching out. LordFancypus still going strong, still in the lead, half a stage. inphamousTV still at the caves. He's now coming up to another set of mudmen. Basically the last mudman. That's just one. And now he's
Okay.
up to 3-2. Now let's see if inphamousTV goes for the ring glitch.
LordFancypus is already in block 33. His health is really nice. On the other hand, inphamousTV is not so far away. He has opted to go for the ring glitch. Nice. He did a nice ring glitch that will save him some time. And his health is already, it's quite well too. So both of our players are traversing stage 3 without any major problems.
Yep, and LordFancypus is coming up to the Orphic Vipers, the stage boss of stage 3. He's traversing this area pretty good. Now he's going for the ring glitch. He just wants to get a swing at it. This ring glitch can be a little bit tricky, so he's just opted to not go for it. I think he will need to take the meat on the right side. He won't try anything fancy here. Although, ooh, he does. Well, okay, now let's see what LordFancypus does to the Orphic Vipers. This can be a very lengthy or a short combat, depending
Meanwhile,
on...
Meanwhile, inphamousTV is doing fine by himself. His health is really good. Here we have the Orphic Vipers. Those were really good throws of the cross, and the boss is already gone. Nice stage 3 for LordFancypus. He's on a good pace. Going now to stage 4. What can you tell us about stage 4, Jones?
Stage 4 is a very boost-friendly environment, should I put it. Quite a number of boosts you should take in this environment. Then in the middle comes an intermission with the rotating room, the mode 7 room. And after that comes yet another mode 7 room that spells lag all over if you decide to kill the enemies, and if you don't, you're getting through this room quite without any hassle and without having any lag, but that's still ways to go until there. Now LordFancypus is having some trouble with the skeletons on the way to the next section of the screen, while inphamousTV is chipping away at the Orphic Vipers. Pretty good, decent fight.
LordFancypus is with a quite low health, approaching Powexil, and let's see if LordFancypus will have a nice health for the future of stage 4. This could be potentially dangerous.
Yeah, it looks. Health looks a little low on LordFancypus right now. He won't be able to do to give him any mistakes on the next part of the stage. He will have to jump over the skeletons, or what I think, he will just kill him and take the lag, just to be safe.
Yeah, I guess the safest action is to kill all the skeletons in order to try to save his health as much as possible for the boss. Meanwhile, inphamousTV is approaching Powexil himself, and he's in a better position regarding health. Both of our players are like 30 seconds apart. This is still a really close race. Anything can happen. We are gonna see that the future stages will be much more dangerous. And yep, this is anyone's race yet.
Yep, but also inphamousTV pretty low on health now. He will think twice about jumping over these skeletons, because if you don't jump at the right moment over those skeletons, you will hit them and they will take your hit points from you. So now let's see what LordFancypus does here. If he opts to go for the quick route, jumping over them, yes, the first he jumped over, the second one is a crucial part. Well done, he grabbed the potion on his way, and now he's heading off to get some meat. Now the health situation looks better again.
Excellent screen for LordFancypus.
Yeah, he really... Yep, he got stuck on the last skeleton, but that's okay. He's off to the next screen. Now let's see if LordFancypus opts to go for the 4-4 zip. I don't think so, but you never know. No, he won't do it now.
LordFancypus had a really nice Mode 7 room, which is obviously the the laggiest room in the entire game. As John said, in that room it was really important to take good care of the skeletons in order to reduce lag and in order to keep your health as much as possible for the boss fight. Now LordFancypus is approaching the boss fight. Please tell us something about the boss, Jones.
Coronaut, spelled backwards, ton of rock, and he's pretty unremarkable. You just have to look out for the stones he's throwing and the ones that come off the ceiling. But at the left-hand side, inphamousTV, I know he can do the 4-4 zip, just like I was saying. If he gets the setup, he might just want to go for it. Watch out, people. He might do the zip. I know he can do it. I watched him practice it, and I know he can do it. No, what a shame. At the last second, he decided not to go for it.
Yeah, I guess that the 4-4 zip is the most dangerous strat in the mindset of a race. Only if you are totally confident of yourself, you should be approaching it. I am quite sure that not many of our runners in the tournament are gonna go for the zip unless it is completely necessary. I guess he made a right decision in order not to go for it in the last second, in order to avoid any potential deaths.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kenshin. I think he just... I mean, you saw it. He did the setup for the zip, but at the last second he bailed out, and that is pretty much a mirror of how he has to feel about this race right now. Were it any different, he would be going for the zip, but he's in the official CV4 tournament race now. And in the back of his mind, he just decided it's not worth it. Just take it safe.
Yeah, I really wonder if both of our players are watching the restream in order to try to get some information of their opponents. I don't think so. Personally, I wouldn't do that. And in my future races, I am not going to do that. That could be a distraction. But on the other hand, the big problem is that you don't know where your enemy is, and you are pretty much guessing your relative position. So according to that, you have to react in real time. And that is probably what inphamousTV just did. He probably thought he was really far away, and he thought in doing more risky strats. Oh, stage 6. What can you tell us about stage 6, Jones?
Stage 6 is a pretty lengthy one, and it is where the game officially starts, so to speak. And of course, level 6 also houses the dreaded chandelier section, which is just fear of falling all the way through. And you have to manage your health very good. You have to master the cross throws to get through the stage without a hassle. There are several skeleton corridors where you need to have perfect execution of the cross throws. And it's really an endurance and the first real test for our runners.
Yeah, the standard strat for the chandeliers is to do a 3-cycle chandeliers. You can actually do a 2-cycle or even a 1-cycle chandeliers, but that is a really risky strat that saves approximately 4.5 seconds per cycle. But in the mindset of a tournament race, I understand totally if our runners decide to go safe and just do a 3-cycle chandeliers in order to minimize the possibility of any potential death.
Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know if any of our contenders today have even practiced the 1-cycle on the chandeliers, because the 1-cycle on the chandeliers, like you put it, is just a huge risky deal to take. And like you said, doing it a 1-cycle will yield you several seconds, but if you fail on doing it, you will be behind by 30 or 40 seconds at the least. And so in their heads, they might be thinking about, well, what can I gain from getting over those chandeliers faster? But really, they just want to play it safe at this point.
Yeah, the balancing risk against reward is not that good because, as you said, any potential death in the chandeliers takes at least 1 minute and 15 seconds. It is 1 minute 15 seconds to 1 minute 30. So yeah, any potential death on the chandeliers was really disastrous for our players. But both of them are past it, and actually, I dare say that inphamousTV has somehow gained some time going against LordFancypus. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, he's not very far behind. I mean, it's one screen between those two. inphamousTV gets a very nice through these ectoplasms, while LordFancypus is in the aforementioned skeleton hallway, the first one, up the stairs, and that's pretty much the second one. And this one requires some precise jumping and cross-throwing too. And he will be coming up on the coffins on the next segment of the stage. Tell us about something about the coffins, Kenshin.
This circle of coffins is really tricky. There is a strat in order to do 1 or 2 boosts to get across them. There is also safer strats, but the beginners may find it quite difficult to traverse because you need to throw a lot of crosses and do several whips in order to destroy them all. Now LordFancypus is approaching the boss of this stage. This is a blink and you missed it scenario. Please watch carefully, and if you miss the boss, it is because the boss is destroyed so quickly using a well-thrown cross.
Yeah, definitely the quickest and easiest boss, I might say, of the whole game. Especially when you think about how hard the stage is, this boss is really just a few throws of crosses and a few whips, and that's it.
Now LordFancypus is in stage 7. Stage 7 is the library. It is a really nice stage in terms of the environment and the music. Most of the people, or some of the people in the community, say that this is one of their favorite songs. It is a fan favorite, yep. This stage it has a really nice environment, but as you can see, the danger is going up and up as you approach the second half of the game. What else can you tell us about this stage, Jones?
Yeah, the library has what we call the book jump, and LordFancypus is coming to this book jump right now. I don't think he will be going for it. It's a thing for show, really. It just saves 3 or 4 seconds. LordFancypus opting not to go for it, not taking any unnecessary risks, because if dying to the book jump really sets you back by a lot, you have to go with the axe for the fight against Sir Dracul, the stage boss. And you don't have the axe starting stage hate, so it puts you in a very bad spot if you miss it. There has been several occasions in this tournament already where runners did the book jump successfully and unsuccessfully, and it's a shame LordFancypus didn't do it, but on the other side I can very much understand him that he just wants to safely conduct the race.
Yeah, I dare say that LordFancypus is feeling okay. I can sense some sort of confidence in his playthrough, and I am not so sure if he knows the fact that he's in first place so far. But yeah, as you said, in this case it's better to go.
And inphamousTV did the book jump. He gained a few seconds on LordFancypus. Nice. That was cool. Nice. Yeah, I saw him practice the book jump, and LordFancypus opted to, like I said, he's more of a player who wants to be consistent at this game, and so that's what he did. While his Infamous might feel that he's behind a little bit, so his brain told him to do the book jump pretty much, I think, and he pulled it off successfully. Very good.
Yeah, inphamousTV is having a really solid stage 7 so far, and as you said, the mere fact that he did the book jump means that he has saved some seconds now, and yeah, this race is still really close. Anything can happen yet. Oh, here we are in stage 8 or stage 8. Please tell us something about it, Jones.
Yeah, stage 8, rightfully called so, because in this stage, everything kills you. I mean, you fall into pools of blood or acid, depending on which version you play. Spiked objects pretty much kill you the very moment you touch them. These crushes here, if you don't jump over them careful enough, they'll just kill you. And everything in this stage is tailored to kill you. And LordFancypus is having some trouble here with the ascent, and that can happen in this scenario. I mean, just look at this. Look at all the things that are going on here at the same time. LordFancypus is taking a very low-risky approach now. He has to hope to get through, and he doesn't.
Oh no!
He just got mangled with his massive enemies coming down upon him, harassing him, and that is exactly what happens in this stage. Everything is out there to kill you. So now inphamousTV can take the lead back because he has the triple crosses and he has the advantage on stage 8 now.
Yep, I dare say that inphamousTV may be in the lead now because of the simple fact that he has a 3 cross, so he may be able to traverse it faster than LordFancypus. This is a really close race, and we have to see how the rest of the stage goes, just in order to clarify who is in the lead.
Yes, absolutely. And that is a difficult psychological situation now for LordFancypus. He might be thinking he's behind now because he took his death. He's out of crosses, and psychology will probably be working against him right now. But now he's on the way to the bridge and his chance to get the cross back. So he's still having just one shot, while inphamousTV is having the triple shot cross, sorry. So that's gonna be an interesting one from here on out.
Yep. As we said before, there are several versions of this game. You can see that inphamousTV is playing the Japanese version of this game. You can see it because of the blood in this stage. Meanwhile, LordFancypus is playing the US version of this game, in which you can see that all the blood was replaced by green acid. And yep, that is
LordFancypus with a very good stair descent, chipping away at the broken stairs and boosting him past the crushes. Very good, very well done. Now he's coming up to Vegas. Let's see how he rolls with Vegas. And yeah, he just goes for consistency again, taking the Vegas bridge on the second run over, and very easily gotten over it. Now, inphamousTV, how's his luck holding up? Very good. They're now basically face-to-face again, both at Frankenstein's monster now. LordFancypus had just a few seconds, not very much to talk about. And now, it's really a race again, folks.
Yep, I dare say that they are separated by at most 10 seconds. This is a really close race, anything can happen, and we are approaching stage 9, one of the longest stages of the game. This stage looks really beautiful graphically, but it's really dangerous because of all the skeletons of the bats and everything that still can kill you in a moment. What else can you tell us about this stage?
Yeah, stage 9, as you said, it's very much the wolf in sheep's clothing. It looks so beautiful, looks so scenic, and you feel nothing can happen to you, but the stage is very, very tricky. It has lots and lots of dangerous traps. Richards, what we call the skeletons, they are positioned very awkwardly so that they will throw you down into the pits. They will snipe you with bones. They will do everything they can to stop you from getting any closer to their master and Lord of the Manor, Dracula. So knowing... Oh no! LordFancypus!
LordFancypus takes another really costly death. Now inphamousTV is in a clear lead now. He has the cross, he has the multiplier, and LordFancypus has to get across and try to build multipliers for the boss. Luckily, this stage has 3 crosses in it. Let's see how Fancypus manages to get his items back.
Yeah, he's now rushing to get back the cross and to reduce the damage he's done with his death. And that's exactly what I was describing just again happened. There was a skeleton placed in an awkward way, so that if you don't hit it with the crosses or your whip, he just comes down, jumps you literally, and you just fall into the pit. So that is really something you have to be on the lookout for on this stage. And he now gained the cross back, up on the ledge. And now let's see what he can make of this part where he just lost his life. I believe the whip was clipping through the skeleton, and so he didn't land a hit, got off his timing and killed by the skeleton. But now he got past it, and now he's a little bit behind LordFancypus, but still nothing too much of a difference, nothing too big of a gap. He can still close in, and this is really still a really close race.
Yeah, meanwhile, inphamousTV is approaching the boss of stage 9, that is the Subbat. This is an interesting boss in the fact that he's flying all the time and you need to whip up to try to break it into 3 smaller bats. The cross, as usual, is really useful here, and you have to whip in the first phase 22 times in order for the bat to break down. At the 22nd hit, the bat will break down in 3 smaller bats that you can use the cross to quickly dispose of them.
Yes, and as you can see, those 3 little bats, they all have their own projectiles throwing down, and these golden flakes that come off of them when you hit them still hurt you, so you need to take care of that to not getting hurt by those flakes. And I've seen runs being ended on this boss because the player had taken one final hit of these flakes and died, although the boss was already gone. So you have to be very careful about that. Now, inphamousTV is going up to stage A, and now things are getting serious. A very precise jumping required in this stage, a very precise movement and usage of the rings with the whip. And also, oh no, LordFancypus taking another death. Ah man, he will be devastated right now, feeling that he's way behind.
Yep, really trolly.
And now he has to go for the secret room. Getting to the secret room isn't hassle-free, as you can see. You need to be sucked in by this air vent. And now he has to watch out for not being sucked out again before he gets the cross. Because on the left side and on the right side there are these holes that will suck you out of the secret area.
And LordFancypus took the axe by mistake.
Yes.
So he is going to be using the axe. Meanwhile, inphamousTV is traversing stage A in a really good pace. He has not had any major mistakes. His health is really good. And this stage is quite short, but really, really dangerous. Also, it is important to notice that in this stage we have the song Bloody Tears, which by many people is the best song of this game. It's a really nice composition and it sounds great in this stage.
Yeah, I love it. This song is just nostalgic, pure, and very rightly so, the favorite songs for many people in the whole Castlevania franchise. And it's so iconic that it even had its appearance on the Castlevania anime, and inphamousTV almost dying there.
That was really risky.
Wow, that was something. Now let's see if he goes for the rosary. No, he
should be okay.
He's okay. He just extended and contracted the whip and just went past the Stone Dragon. Now approaching the mummy. And what can you tell us about the mummy, Ketchen?
Yeah, the mummy is a Commandant II. He can spawn in 4 different places. We want him to be in the edges, but he's giving inphamousTV a middle spawn. In the middle spawn, you cannot do that much damage as you could in the edges, but using the crosses, you could have a 2 cycle or at most 3 cycle. He should be able to kill him right now in 2 cycles. Yep. That was quite a fast kill for the mummy. And now inphamousTV is in a safe pace going to stage B, the last stage of the game. Please tell us something about the stage B, Jones.
Oh yeah, stage B. I call it stage B is the final stage, of course, and it's the most difficult stage for many reasons. Many things can go wrong in the stage. There is a big boss rush at the end of the stage. inphamousTV did a good job on those fast descent down the stairs, because these stairs also are prone to kill you. The stairs in this stage especially, it's the stairs boss. They just actively trying to kill you, and you always have to be completely focused not to fall down these stairs. Hold true north on your D-pad and just get these stairs done, because they are disintegrating, they are trying to kill you.
Yeah, here we have the stairs. They disappear as you climb them. As you said, yeah, this stage has several bosses, and the first boss is the stair boss. Let's hope that inphamousTV does not suffer any issue here. He's doing really nice. His health is not that good as it could be, because he took a couple of hits by the bats in the previous bridge, but he's doing well so far. Meanwhile, LordFancypus is trying to finish stage A. His health is really good. And he has got the crossback. He will for sure be trying to get some multipliers in order to fight the mummy in the best way possible.
Yeah, LordFancypus was trying to do some damage control here. He knows that he made several mistakes that were totally uncalled for, and in the back of his head, he knows that he has to shine now to be able to get back on the race pace he wanted to have. And I mean, he's got the cross back. All the signs for a good recovery are there. We'll just have to see now how he fares with the mummy, who can have very, very bad patterns. So let's see about that, while inphamousTV has entered the lair of Slogra.
Slogra, and several people call him lots of names. I personally call him the Destroyer of Dreams, because he is that. Oh wow, Slogra did a first phase dash that is really uncommon for him to do, but it's a trolley movement. With your cross, you can hit Slogra multiple times if you do some.
inphamousTV not looking good. One hit and it's over.
Yeah, this is really dangerous. You have to be very careful of his dashes. Let's see how this fight ends.
Yeah, he's got him. And at the same time, on the right-hand side, LordFancypus got the mummy. So they're pretty much still one stage apart from each other. And now inphamousTV has everything he needs to proceed through the remaining two bosses with small to little problems, and then facing off to Dracula.
Yeah, I calculated that they are some sort of 3 minutes apart. inphamousTV is in a really good pace. His health is really good. He has the enough amount of crosses. So this may be, I either say maybe a done deal already, but anything can happen. You cannot count your chickens until they are out of the egg.
Very good, Kenshi. Yeah, I might still even say that inphamousTV could be on a PB pace. His PB in this game is 38:11. It is an unsubmitted PB, but it's still a PB. And now, depending on how good he does on death, he might be on PB pace, people. I mean,
really, wow.
Doing that in a race is just amazing. And now death is dead, and I think he's still on PB pace, folks.
Yeah, he could opt not to go for the secret area and go directly to Dracula. I think that he may have enough crosses and enough health because of the small chicken that he is gonna take in the candle. So he could do that. He could go directly to Dracula, and if he is gonna get a PB, that is amazing.
That would be absolutely amazing, getting a PB during a official tournament race. That'll be absolutely amazing.
Meanwhile, LordFancypus is approaching Slogra himself. His health is really good. Let's see how he does. What can you tell us
Infamous-
about Dracula?
Yeah, Dracula, his spawns, his teleports are random, except the fourth one, I believe, which spawns him on top of Simon. But other than that, his patterns are pretty random. You just have to look out for those fiery spawns, not get hot-footed by them, don't stay under them. And he's about to enter the second phase at 5 or 4 HP, which he's doing right now. He's given Infamous TV no further meat. And on the right side, LordFancypus has had a good start to the Slogger fight. And man, folks, Infamous TV, he is on PB pace. I don't believe that. 1 or 2 hits away from a PB during an official CV4 race, and that's it. He did it. It's a new PB during an official CV4 race, folks. I can't believe it.
Wow, what a hype. It's great. He did a really nice race, really solid, and those are the prizes, yeah. Meanwhile, LordFancypus has already finished the Slogger and he's approaching Gaibon. Since LordFancypus has the crosses and an enough amount of hearts, Gaibon should be easy, should be quick, and he's also approaching. Yeah, nice phase 1. Let's see how phase 2 goes.
Yeah, Gaibon is very much of an unremarkable boss if you take into account how a badass a Slogger can be and also death. But he took him down not quite in this fashion as he wanted to. He took a few hits. He's gonna have to take the chicken upstairs and go into the fight with death with a little less than full health, but I think he'll manage.
Yeah, I think that with several well-thrown crosses, death should be okay. LordFancypus had almost full health and enough crosses, so I either say that should not be any trouble.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, but right now I think LordFancypus will be going for the secret stash, seeing that his HP is quite low now. But again, Infamous TV with a new PB on the tournament race. That is something that will go into the history books, folks. And now
Nice.
LordFancypus he will be going for the secret stash.
So LordFancypus is approaching Dracula. He has taken the secret area, and yeah, this should be a done deal for him too. So Dracula has several phases. In the first phase, he throws an energy orb that can hit you. The basic strat for the Dracula fight is to throw 3 crosses in the air at all times in order to maximize the damage that you can do per cycle. The second phase is the flames. You see the 2 flames that Dracula throws. That phase can be quite nasty in the fact that those flames can spawn right on top of you, and those flames actually follow you, maximizing the damage that they can do. But Fancypus is doing, let's say, that quite strong. Let's hope that he gets up nice.
Yeah, he gets the safety meat, solidifying his foothold in this encounter. And now he will be taking Dracula down, I don't have any doubt about it. Just watch out at these pillars of lightning. They always appear on the top first, indicating where they will strike on the ground. So just be on the lookout for that. Just 1 or 2 hits away now. And that's it, Dracula is down. Please put your hands together for a fantastic race from our winner Infamous TV and LordFancypus.
Yeah, GG to both players. Nice runs overall. It was a really close race for pretty much the first half of the run. Amazing strats from both of them, and Infamous TV actually got a PB. That is something to be really proud of.
That is amazing. I mean, in the official tournament race, a PB, that is unbelievable.
So
now
GG's to both. Let's see if they can come here to the booth in order to talk to them a little.
Yes, we will expecting them shortly here within the booth, so please stay for a small post-race interview. And after the interview, we'll be having some information on the next round, so please stay with us and just give the players a few minutes to come into the stream. So again, GG to both players. Wow, we had Kenshin. We didn't have a Deathless, but we had a new race PB. What do you say to that?
That is even more important. Yeah, it is even more important to have a PB in a tournament race than to have a Deathless. It is still. We still have to watch who is the person who is going to get the first Deathless run in the tournament. That is going to be something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's almost like a curse is on this tournament that no one will be able to finish Deathless. I was watching JC playing CV4 yesterday, and even he didn't have, at least in the first two runs, Deathless runs. So it's very much up in the air if we can see a Deathless run in this tournament to come. So now I believe we have both of our players in the commentator's booth, and first of all, I want to congratulate inphamousTV on his sounding victory. I mean, wow. Did you realize you just had a PB on the tournament race? What are your feelings about that?
No, because first of all, I'm still shaking. I don't know what happened after that death in stage 1. I kind of misinterpreted the distance, and then I just died. And then from there on, I just thought, okay, just go with it. I don't know what to say, but yeah, that's pretty bonkers.
Yeah, we were completely hyped here in the commentator's booth, and of course the people in the chat. I realized about, I would say, the moment you fought Slogra, I was realizing, okay, you had an unsubmitted 3811 as your PB, and you're actually on PB pace. And when the chat heard that, they were going nuts. The whole stream was going nuts when they saw you're actually on PB pace. So congratulations for pulling this awesome race through, and for having a PB, a new PB on the tournament. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a bunch.
So if I may, I have a question for inphamousTV. My question would be, in which point of the race do you think that you felt that you were in some sort behind LordFancypus, and how did you what did you decide there in order to try to save some time and try to regain the first place if you thought you were in second place?
I mean, right off the bat, who dies in stage 1, right? To that horse. I mean, right from there, my mindset was kind of, okay, so I'm definitely behind now. And if I get the chance to make up some time, I would try it. I tried to do the zip. You guys saw that, but the distance with the bad fed kind of off, and then that's why I opted for not going for it. But things like book jump and stuff like that, if I had the chance to do it, I would go for it. But like stage 8, for example, Vegas Bridge, I chickened out on that one.
I understand.
Yeah, we were very hyped. We were seeing that you were setting up the zip, and we haven't had a zip so far in the tournament, so we were looking forward to the first appearance of it. But in the last moment, we realized that you might be thinking in the back of your head, come on, this is a race. I need to apply race strats, and I need to make sure that I get through this as safely, yet as quickly as I can. So that was the impression that we had. So again, congratulations to you, Infamous TV, for going on to the next round. That'll be against the last Belmont. That is that is some very big shoes to fill. The last Belmont is a very, very good player. And now over to LordFancypus. Commiserations, LordFancypus. We saw you were having a hard time on stage 8. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, well, first of all, what a run, Infamous. That was just fantastic to put up a PB in the middle of a race. Just well-deserved win. Congratulations, GGD.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So coming off of stage 7, that was actually a gold stage 7 for me. Had a really great stage 7. Got my low axe pattern. Decided not to do the book jump, but still had fantastic time coming out of stage. So felt really good in 8. And then I took the first boost off of that bone pillar through that little gauntlet, and I've done it 1,000 times, and it's typically never a problem. I hesitated trying to see if maybe I could get up onto the crusher to get the high pattern, and that was my mistake. I took a bad boost and got knocked backward, and at that point it's just mayhem. It just goes crazy, and I had to sit there kind of waiting for my opportunity. Was able to kind of get through the first part, but unfortunately couldn't find the right pattern on that top platform to get out of that room, and took that death. And from there it was I had to kind of play catch up until the next stage, and then really stage 9 was the worst. That was where I really fell behind. Took several deaths, like Castlevania 4 does. You take deaths all over the place where you never expect it. Like, it's just random stuff can happen all the time. And so I died in some really unexpected places in stage 9, but felt really good about my stage A and stage B. They weren't perfect, but they felt really strong, felt really good going into it. And overall, I'm happy with my performance. It's just can't always prepare for everything.
Yeah, we saw you, of course, being flippered around in stage 8, and I believe that was exactly the same thing that happened to G-Dub Plays on his match yesterday. He was getting into this chain reaction of bad events down in the segment of stage 8. When you miss that first boost, it just tends to get in this chain reaction, like I said, of being knocked around by the enemies, and you literally have no control over what's happening. So when did you feel in the race you were falling behind? Was that the first moment you felt, okay, now I'm behind?
I think the second death in stage 9, I thought, that may be the race right there. I wasn't sure. It was funny, our race bot, it's our first time using it, and I don't think it got connected with Infamous. So but when I got to the very end of the game, I hadn't seen that he'd finished, so I thought maybe I had come out ahead despite everything that had happened, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But I felt really from stage 9 on, I was definitely going to be behind. I knew I was going to be behind, or I felt I was going to be behind. After my death in 8, I thought perhaps I was behind. There was a chance, that something might have happened on an Infamous end, but you never know. When you're running blind.
Yeah, but anyway, 41:24. That is still a very good race time, and when considering the unfortunate deaths you took, it is still a very, very good race time. So congratulations for that. You both put up a very, very exciting race, and right off the bat it was so close in many sections, and so thank you for that. Kenshin, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I would like to ask LordFancypus a question. My question would be, based on your performance in this run, what do you think you can do in order to improve your backup strats in case of any potential death in a run? Do you think that you had? Do you think that you were prepared in order to perform backup strats in order to face any potential loss of the cross?
I think my backup strats are pretty solid. I think for me, I need to. What I was trying to do going into the race, and really what got me into trouble is um, making sure that everything I'm doing is safe. If I'm attempting anything, I need to be sure that it's 100% consistent for me. That was the problem I ran into in stage 8, trying to get that high boost. I had gotten it before, and it hadn't been, it to me that didn't seem terribly dangerous to try for that, but that it was a really poor decision on my part. I had also taken the final room in stage 9 very aggressively, and missed a hit on a skeleton and got knocked back into the pit. And so there are just little things like that where I just need to, I think, be a little bit more deliberate in the way I'm approaching it for races, and just making sure that I'm trying to take things as safe as possible, of course, without it taking too terribly long to do it.
Okay, really nice answer.
Well, all right. Yeah, thank you both, inphamousTV and LordFancypus, again for coming in here, sharing your thoughts. And again, congratulations, inphamousTV, on your victory and on your PB. My God, what a day.
Thanks so much.
Of course, for proceeding to round 2. In the round 2, the last Belmont is waiting for you. I don't know if I should envy or if I should feel pity for you, but it's gonna be a great match anyway. So, and of course, this completes the round 2 draws, where things are starting to get serious now. So if you haven't been following the tournament so far, now would be a very good time to do so, as we will see a number of the big dogs of CV4 in action, like JC, Vrush, or Booga Booga, just to name a few. The encounters haven't been scheduled yet, but that is bound to happen very soon. And of course, we will make sure to let you know well in advance when round 2 is about to start. So if you haven't done so already, please follow the Castlevania Speedruns channel and keep an eye out for news on the continuation of the CV4 2021 any% tournament. And with that, both Kenshin Trek and me, Eagle Eye Jones, say thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the runners. Thank you to all the technical staff in the background making this stream possible. And thank you all for supporting the runners. We hope to see you again soon, and have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the day. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.